Hi, good day, sir. My name is Kishen Karul with an ID 1500768. My title of the presentation today will be on what are the ways to minimize the income inequalities in Malaysia. Now, let's have a look. The term income inequality can be divided into two main words, the income gap, or people may call it the income disparity. And these three words often channels to one simple meaning, which is some people make money more than others. There's two questions that we want to start with, we begin with, which is how income inequality occurs, question number one, and two, how are the income inequality measured? Now, this income inequality occurs based on the income differences between the people of Malaysia. Now, this income inequality is measured using a ratio called the Gini coefficient. Now, let's have a look at a Gini coefficient of Malaysia, what happened in Malaysia for the past 40 years from the year 1970 up to 2014. There's massive drop over the 40 years from 0.51 in the year 1970 now until to the year of 2014 it dropped up to 0.401. Now over the last 40 years the income inequality in Malaysia has reduced, and that makes the total income gap in Malaysia is getting narrower. It's a good news, but it's not for long until we started to compare Malaysia with all the other across other countries, especially in the Asian region. Let's have a look. Now we have Singapore, Philippines, Thailand, Indonesia, Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam, and Myanmar. And compared to across all these Asian countries, Malaysia is actually ranked in the third placing, and this is considered high for a particular country on their income inequality. So although we are actually having a massive reduce on the income inequality in Malaysia, but compared to other regions, other places across Asia, they are still high. Now, how to reduce income inequalities? Point number one, increasing in the level of education. When one person is infused with a higher level of education plus a professional skill, it automatically results in a higher income, and that particular person is going to experience an upgraded life. Now, the statistic shows that only 5% of the young adults have a bachelor's degree in the bottom income quintile. 84% of Malaysians in the middle and upper class categories are with a bachelor's degree. It's only 84%, alright? And this can be achieved by Malaysia embarking into the Industrial Revolution 4.0, IR 4.0, in the education industry by implementing technology to reach education to people. The internet is a growing source of quality information, and one can technically acquire the knowledge by surfing the internet. If one can know more, thus they can increase the productivity and therefore potentially having their earning increase. Point number two, increasing the wealth distribution. The government have experience having social expenditure, and it's proven to reduce wages inequality among Malaysians. Government has also increased the wealth distribution in the last decade, resulting in positive effect on the income inequalities in Malaysia. Now, let's have a look here. Based on Malaysian 2019 budget, as a total of 5 billion was committed for the Bantuan Sara Hidup BSH program to include single Malaysians from the age 40 and above earning less than 2,000 ringgit monthly, as well as for disabled person who from the age of 18 and above with the income of 2,000 ringgit monthly. They have agreed to raise the wage to 1,200 per month. This were to favor those who were having high cost of living in urban areas and major cities. Okay, so the this category of people are actually getting aided by the government to improve, to upgrade their life, to make sure the income gap is big, thus becomes narrow. Point number three, increase the tax rate and its role. The top income bracket in Malaysia is as low at 25% compared to other Asian countries such as Korea 38%, Thailand 35%. So we stand at 25%. Now, we all know tax implementation are extremely important to make the income in a country. Okay, so there are two types of taxes, horizontal and vertical equity, which can have the taxpayers to pay equal amount of taxes, where as the vertical equity enables the taxpayers paying different amount of tax depending on the income of that particular individual. Okay, so the percentage of income varies according to one's income. Okay, so by implementing this, we can actually avoid lesser income people to pay higher taxes. Okay, or higher income paying lower taxes. So if you are making a good income, you're gonna pay a higher tax, and if you're having a low income, you pay a certain amount of tax. That is the law. Now, number four, increase the employment rate. Unemployment rate that occurred in Malaysia has actually contributed to the increase in income inequalities. Okay, how? Government can make this happen by imposing law to set a minimum wage to protect those low income earners. This will be a solution for the poverty pay, where the income received by an individual is not enough to cover the living lifestyle. Okay, and government also can impose increased schemes for new job creation, retrain the workers with upgraded modules, and workers welfare, as this will have increase in employment rate. So whatever factors that contributes to the increment of the employment rate, okay, can reduce the inequality rate. Now, as a conclusion, we understood that it's understood that the huge gap of income inequalities can affect one country, especially Malaysia, and one should take prompt action and measures to work on decreasing the income qualities. The people also has responsibility to do their part on spending their money wisely. Like for instance, one can use credit cards for cash back upon purchasing, or thus can decrease thus decreasing the expenditure in the long run. They should also look for opportunity to improve their cash flow by increasing their source of income, as how IR 4.0 has infused technology in major industries. One can use the internet facility to build an income too. So that's all for today. Thank you.